G'day DoomTubers, DoomWave's back here with a pickup video, and today I had one of those whoa holy crap moments where I had more than one of those actually. Two of them to be exact. One of them was because I realized, holy crap, I have a lot of stuff to show, might as well do a pickup video. And then the other thing was, well, you'll find out later in the video what the other thing was. I've got lots of movies and lots of games actually, which I don't typically have as many, this many games anymore. I used to do lots of videos like this where I had tons and tons and tons of games. I've got like, I don't know, nine that I got in the mail today, and I had 6 on top of that, so whatever that is, 15, something like 15 games. And a bunch of movies too, and well, okay, I got this one today too, so like 16 games, something like that. Anyway, start off here. I went to my thrift store, my local thrift store, and when I say that, you know, you've already got in your mind, you know, an idea of how big or small a thrift store is, and I assure you that my thrift store is probably smaller than you are thinking in your mind. It's tiny. That's why there's never anything there. I live in a very small town, and when I say that, you know, I mean there's like 1,500 people that live in my town, and you know, my high school graduating class had like 40 people in it. So I'm sure some of you can identify with that, but it's a small town. And so there's never very much stuff at my thrift store. You know, occasionally I'll find some cool stuff, but very rarely do I find video games there. I actually found one there today, but it's nothing special. But what I did find that was pretty cool, I actually found a couple of vinyls, and they are Bill Cosby vinyls. I've got Bill Cosby is a very funny fellow, right? I love Bill Cosby. He's one of my favorite comics. And I was happy to find a couple of vinyls. Here's Cosby with some mutton chops, which is pretty cool, inside the mind of Bill Cosby. So there you go. I spent $1 each on those. And the other thing that I picked up at the thrift store today, might as well show you, is one game, and I have no desire for this game, but to be completely honest, I just wanted the case. It is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 06 for PC, and I just wanted the big PC box. That's literally the only reason I bought this. So, oh, and there's a movie in there that I forgot that I bought. That's one of the movies that I bought. I bought Casino Royale disc only at the Dollar General. They come in those little cardboard sleeves, so I just stuck it in this case to bring it upstairs. So we'll take that off of there so you can see that this in fact is PGA 06. I think there's like 3 discs, something like that. It's complete, got all the instructions and everything like that. So I'll be throwing this on my trade thread, you know, see if anybody wants. I don't know why anybody would want it, but it is available, but it will not be available in the case because I am going to keep the case. So there you go, that's the first game. Continuing on with the movies though. This is the first one. I wasn't really going to show that one first, but whatever. Casino Royale, very happy to have that. Love that movie. And okay, moving on here. There's really no necessary to put it in any sort of order. Would you believe me if I told you I've never seen this movie? This is the very first Batman, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen the ever-lovin' out of every movie that followed this. But surprisingly, we did not own this when I was a kid, and I never saw it all the way through. So I am looking forward to it. This is a movie that I think was recommended to me. I'm not sure. I think T.G. or Dustin Christ, either one of them, recommended it to me. I found it today for $1. It's The Last Emperor. I can't remember if somebody recommended this to me or not. Yeah. I'll watch it anyway, someday. But Star Trek Generations, this was $0.25. The rest of these were, I think, $1 each, something like that. This one was $0.25. Star Trek Generations, Of course, I am collecting the Star Wars movie. Excuse me, Star Trek Generations. Start over there. I am collecting these Star Trek movies on VHS. I also want to get them on DVD or Blu-ray. But what will probably happen is I'll collect these for display purposes, and then I'll probably just buy the bundles that have all of them together. Because there's not too many Trek movies to collect. I think I only need like 2 now. I think I just need Nemesis and whatever, Insurrection, that one. And Nemesis and Insurrection are the only 2 I need now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then First Contact, and now Generations. Next up is a movie that I completely just bought on a whim because of the title. It looks horrible, which means I'll probably enjoy it. Dungeons and Dragons. I know absolutely nothing about this movie. I'll probably love it because it's probably going to be horrible. Back to the Future Part 1. Another thing, would you believe me if I told you I've never seen the second one of these? I've seen this one, and I've seen the third one, but I've never seen the second one. I don't know why. It's on all the time. I've never managed to catch it. I just haven't. I don't know why. I was pretty excited to find this, actually. I've never even heard of it. I knew lots of this stuff kind of exists, and I'm assuming, since this one's made by Electra Video, that it's actually legitimate and not just a bootleg thing. It is a year and a half in the life of Metallica. I'm actually a pretty big Metallica fan. They used to be my favorite band ever, when I was like 12, but still really enjoy them. But it's part 1 and 2. Or part 1 and then continued. I'm actually not sure exactly what this is. My assumption is that it's just a documentary following them on the road and stuff. But it might be like during the recording of the album. I have no idea. I don't know. And the last VHS I picked up was Stephen King's The Stand. I actually don't know too much about this story. I hear it's pretty good, and I know the book is gigantic, and it is, a double VHS. So I'll check it out sometime when I've got, like 5 hours or whatever, however long it is, to watch a movie. Or watch it in sections. Okay, and I picked up a few DVDs. A couple of them I picked up on vacation, and then a couple of them I just got recently. The 2 we got on vacation, I think I already talked about them a little bit in the vacation vlog. This is 40. This movie is not horrible. It's not that good either, though. If you're a fan of this type of humor, the knocked up humor, or not Seth Rogen humor. Seth Rogen's humor is just a little bit different. It's very dry humor. Paul Rudd humor is good. Jason Sudeikis. Just the other Jason Segel. He's in this briefly, and yeah, Leslie Mann. You really have to be a fan of Leslie Mann to appreciate all of her films. I'm a moderate fan. I really like Paul Rudd. I'm not such a big fan of Leslie Mann. But this movie's got its high points. It's very stressful. The entire time you're watching this movie, you just feel stressed out. But it's because the characters are stressed out, and it's just chaotic through the entire movie. But it's okay. I don't regret buying it. It's good enough to merit owning for me. Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know what took me so long to watch this movie, because this movie was fantastic. I really like the direction that they took with it, and I'm okay with the fact that it's a reboot. Some people were like annoyed by that, but really I thought it was. I think it's a good, fresh start for Spider-Man, because even though the old Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire was only 3 movies in, it was still really, really, really stale. I hated the third one. I can still watch it. It's not like I can't, stand it, completely, but it just was not as good as the first 2. And the first 2 were great. I'm not sure what happened there. But, yeah, Spider-Man 3, not great, but Amazing Spider-Man is great. Picked up this yesterday. It is the first Resident Evil movie. I still haven't seen this, actually. And there's like 5 movies out now, something like that. And I own the second one, but I didn't own the first one. So I went ahead and picked it up. I spent like $2 on this. And then lastly today I picked this up for $4. I really don't know that much about this movie or any of these characters, but I hear that that this is a pretty good movie, and I think that I will enjoy it. It is Watchmen. Yeah, I picked this up today. Like I said, it's like $4. I don't know if you can see that. $3.98, something like that. But yeah, picked that up. Alright, that's all the movies that I picked up. And as far as games that I picked up myself 6 games here. One of them I picked up at a thrift store yesterday. Nothing fancy. It's a PlayStation 1 game. It is Crash Bandicoot Warped. I'm kind of getting interested in getting into some of these PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 platformers. The 3D platformers. I'm kind of looking forward to trying some of these out. I played this for a little bit last night. It was pretty cool. I couldn't figure out completely what I was doing, and there was some tougher sections. But all in all, though, I enjoyed playing it, and I'm looking forward to playing it some more. So yeah, I'll probably keep this one around. Crash Bandicoot. I think it's the manual with the cover torn off. It's like the second page of just the Crash Bandicoot manual. So when I bought it, I thought I was getting Crash Bandicoot because I saw it and I saw the game, and I didn't read it that closely. But the back cover and the game are for Warp, so whatever. And I picked that up at the thrift store, and it was in the CD section, and it was priced like a CD instead of a PlayStation game. I was pretty happy about that. I also picked up 4 games from a local store. It's not really a pawn shop, but it's kind of like a pawn shop. Because people go in there and sell them games and stuff, kind of like that other, kind of like the Pack Rat that I go to sometimes, but a lot cleaner, a lot nicer, and I know the owner. I picked up 4 games there. Picked up this game on a whim. He blanket prices his games also. All PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox games are $3, which is great if he has some good titles, and he's got a lot of games in there. I passed up a few just because I didn't have a ton of cash on me. It was right after we got back from vacation, so I only had like $20, a little more than $20, and that's actually what I spent was $20. So with that said, though, I did get some good games here. I picked up Kessen 2. I didn't know too much about it. Kind of went on a whim here, and the case is a little bit water damaged. That might even be like some mold. I don't know. So it's not like in fantastic shape, but the game is in perfect shape. And I asked my good friend T.J. Apeleus, what he thought of it, because I looked up some footage, and it's a RTS game, real-time strategy. And he said that he hadn't played the first one, I don't think, but he said he played hadn't played the second one, but he played the first one and said it was pretty good. So maybe I'll give this a shot, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe if T.J. Apeleus wants it, I'll just send it to him. Next up, I bought this. I took a risk on this one because I really wasn't sure what I could even do with it. And turns out, the risk kind of paid off, but kind of not. It's Phantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2. And why I say that is because it's an Xbox Live game on the original Xbox. And in order to even boot up the game, like the first thing you have to do when you put it in is choose your gamer tag. Like it has a list of if there's any gamer tags registered with that Xbox, and you can click one of those. But if not, you have to go back out of the game and register a game tag on Xbox Live in order to even start this game. Even though there is an offline mode, you can play a story like the story mode offline, but you have to have a gamer tag on there. Luckily, since I bought this Xbox from my brother-in-law, his gamer tag was still on there. I didn't have to go try to recover one, so I was just able to choose that, to select his gamer tag and play as him offline. But that doesn't matter at all. So I'm not sure how deep the game is or how good it is, the offline mode, but I'm looking forward to finding out eventually. Next to here, one more Xbox game, original Xbox game. One I was really excited to find, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I love the Gauntlet games, and I have Legends for the Dreamcast, and now I have Dark Legacy for the Xbox, and I'm still looking for Seven Sorrows. And then last game I picked up there, PS3 games and Xbox 360 games he has blanket priced also for $10, and I picked up the first Borderlands. I don't think that's such a good deal. I mean, kind of a good deal, but not like an amazing deal, because I think I can get a brand new sealed copy of this game for something like $20. So 10 for a used one or 20 for a new one, whatever. I mean, it works fine. I think I haven't tried it yet. It looks, the disc is in great shape, and it looks like there might be like a GameStop sticker or something on there from before, or the yellow sticker on the side there. But anyway, yeah, Borderlands. Looking forward to getting to that eventually too. And the last game that I bought for myself actually was this game. I went to town yesterday and bought it, and I'm so excited to have it, and thank goodness I finally got it so I can quit worrying about the game being hard to find. I did pick up Fire Emblem Awakening. I just barely started this game because I didn't really want to get into it just yet because I'm playing so many other games, so I wasn't quite ready to get started with it, but I wanted to at least experience that opening cutscene and play a little bit of the game. I played like a little bit of the prologue, like 2 missions, something like that. Not very long, and it's awesome already. I can tell I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, but I put it down for now, and I'll come back to it sometime eventually. Alright, now today, let's see if I forgot anything before I get to these. I got 2 packages in the mail today. I knew they were both coming. One of them was from Danny, DevilMay Pie. I bought some games, like he found them for me, and I just PayPal'd him some cash. And then the other package was from SporadicSpacebar. We did a little bit of a trade, so I sent him some stuff, and your package is in the mail. It should be there, within a day or 2 of this video. I'm not sure. I sent it yesterday or the day before, whatever day I talked to you about it. I think it was the day before. I think it was Tuesday. Today's Thursday. So yeah, SporadicSpacebar, it's coming. And here is the stuff that he sent me. We'll start off with this supremely epic note. It says right on the top there, Doom Waves. Look at that font, man. So amazing. So amazing. It says, Mr. Waves, here are the items you requested. I hope they got to you in acceptable condition and serve a greater purpose with you than they have in recent times with me. The Ratchet & Clank games are an absolute favorite of mine, so I'm sure you'll enjoy them. The laughs, oh, the laughs. Until next time, brother, take care, Mr. Spacebar. And then on the bottom it says, you've done it. The invasion is over. Earth is saved. Hell is a wreck. You wonder where bad folks will go when they die. Now wiping the sweat from your forehead, you begin the long trek back home. Rebuilding Earth ought to be like a lot of more fun than ruining it was. So awesome, man. Thanks so much for that. I'm gonna frame this thing. Okay, let's get to what you already know. He sent me some Ratchet & Clank stuff, but so I'll show those first. Sent me, of course, the first one, Ratchet & Clank. And then this one, Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. It's a reprint cover, but I knew about it. And no manual, but well, man, I don't care. Manuals I don't look at manuals anyway. And then Up Your Arsenal. Yeah, I really am looking forward to these games. I have no idea why. I've never played them before. I've seen lots of gameplay and stuff, but I think this is just the type of game that I need right now. I don't know why. I'm just looking forward to it so much. So thanks a lot for sending those on. And then the other things he sent me were Metal Gear Solid 2 for PlayStation 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 for the PlayStation 2. And one bonus item that he threw in there, he asked me if I needed it. He knew that I was a Kubrick fan, so he said he had an extra copy of A Clockwork Orange. So there it is, Clockwork Orange. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that so much. I'm looking forward to playing Ratchet & Clank so much, and I have no idea why. But it's awesome. And then, last but certainly not least, I received a package from Danny, DevilMay Pie. sent me some games, and I paid for 3 of them. He sent me 4 though. Said, "Hey Chance, bringer of doom, enjoy the stuff," and is also included as a bonus for you. It's my extra copy, and I want you to have it, and don't worry about paying me back. I like the idea of paying it forward. I know it's going to a great home. Anyways, have fun with the games. DMP, Mr. DevilMay Pie. Danny, you are the man. You're the man. Thank you so much for this. I'll just preface that right away. You sent me a message the day you were out shopping about. You picked up an extra copy of Devil May Cry for the PlayStation. You gave it to me for what you got it at. Supremely awesome of you. And then I just threw a couple titles at you, and you when you were at East Darland, and you found them for me for $4 each. So amazing. Red Faction for the PlayStation 1, or excuse me, PlayStation 2, the first Red Faction game, and then Red Faction 2 for the Xbox. So awesome! Look, I am a Red Faction fanboy right now. And then you sent me Last of Us. Man, you shouldn't have. You really, really shouldn't have. But I appreciate it so much, man. And I've talked to you since before recording this video, and I will try to enjoy this and make the most of it. I hope that I can enjoy it as much as you. Because you feel pretty strongly about this game, and as a game that it's been, I've been wanted it, since I heard about it, before it was released, and now that it came out, I was like, man, I don't have $60 to go out and buy it, and you sent it to me, so thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate that. All right, that is my 22 minutes worth of pickups. I don't think I forgot anything. I really got a lot of crap, but all of it is quality, and I appreciate both Devil May Pie and SporadicSpacebar for hooking me up, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. So, thanks for watching. Doomwaves out.